Welcome back to Film Recall. Overlord takes place during World War II, where a troop of American soldiers find a bunker filled with Nazi experiments, leading to some Nazi zombies. Now, the trailers make this look like a goofy, fun zombie flick. It looks like Call of Duty Zombies. But surprisingly, this movie is a lot more serious than that. If you like video games, this is probably the closest we will ever get to a Castle Wolfenstein movie. And I'll take it. This is produced by J.J. Abrams. It's filled with monsters, but it's in no way a Cloverfield movie. I know there was a lot of speculation and rumors that it was. It isn't. This is definitely its own thing, and what it is a war movie that has collided with a horror movie, and from what I've seen anyways, I've never seen a movie take these two different genres and mix them together like this. The opening scenes take place on D-Day as we watch a bunch of paratroopers having to parachute down and destroy a Nazi radio tower. This felt like a mission straight out of the opening of a Call of Duty game. This is such a fantastic opening sequence. I love the way it was shot. I love how these guys are acting like tough military soldiers when the camera is giving close-ups of their hands and their knees bouncing around, showing that they're actually really nervous. It's a really well done sequence that opens the movie in an exciting way, but also shows the horrors of war. You're getting to see the horrors of war before you see the movie monster horrors. I thought that was a great comparison that the movie was making. After this incredible opening sequence, the story really slows down, not to the point of it being boring, but it does slow down and it takes a while to get the ball rolling again. By the trailers, it makes you think that the entire movie is going to be about them fighting these Nazi zombies, when actually it takes a while before you even get to the monsters. That could be a great thing if the movie is developing the characters along the way and you're getting to learn a lot about these people. But here it just comes across as a little bit slow because we're not getting to learn about these people. All of the actors play their roles well, but their parts are just two-dimensional stereotypical characters. It's characters we know from every war movie. Here's the tough guy, here's the guy that makes all of the jokes, and the movie doesn't go much beyond that. If Overlord was like The Meg, and it was just this goofy, over-the-top, stupid, fun B-movie, then I would excuse the characters because that's the type of movie it is. But the minute that this movie decides to take a more serious approach to this kind of a material, it made me wish that the characters were a lot more developed so that I could be more invested in the serious points of this story. The character played by Jovan Adepo, he was the only character I could really grapple onto because they actually did give him a little bit of backstory and how he's become the moral center of this group. He was the only character that I really liked, and even though the characters aren't very well developed, the story does a great job fleshing out its themes about the horrors of war and how some people can become life's real monster. Once the action picks up, it's a lot of fun. It gets pretty crazy, but it's also filled with a lot of jump scares. The worst type of jump scare too, where they think just because it's a loud noise that makes it scary. Yeah, it's gonna startle me, but it's not scary. It's not gonna leave a lasting impression. So if you're not into jump scares, that might get annoying to you. The gore factor is high though, so if you're into that, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this movie. The first half does use a little bit too much CGI blood, but the second half is pretty much all practical, and it looks amazing. But this isn't the action-packed movie you might be expecting. If you watch the trailers, you've seen most of the action moments. They're longer in the movie, but you've seen glimpses of a lot of the action scenes that are in the movie, and it takes a while to get to these monsters. But when this movie hits, it hits. It is so fun to watch. It is one of the craziest movies I've seen this year. It's heavily influenced by 80s horror movies like Aliens, Reanimator, and The Thing, but doesn't have the kind of humor or strong development in its characters for it to be as good as those movies. The movie falls short at a few points that keep it from being a new B-movie classic, but it's wild, it's intense, and if you're wanting a thrilling movie with a lot of gore, I mean, seriously, it might be the bloodiest movie I've seen this year. You're most likely gonna have a fun time with this. I'm gonna give Overlord a 7 out of 10. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite action horror movie is. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe for more movie reviews every week.